Hello and welcome to the Energetics of Business podcast, where we bridge the gap between the woo-woo and the tech. My name is Michelle Douglas and I'm an energetic alignment expert helping entrepreneurs to tap into their inner power and create a business that flows with ease and authenticity. In each episode, we'll dive into the strategies that blend soulful alignment with practical business know-how. Now, let's dive in and align your business from the inside out. Hello and welcome to episode 4 of the Energetics of Business podcast. My name is Michelle Douglas and today we are talking about what an Akashic Records business and abundance reading is. And this is one of my newer offerings, so it's a bit exciting. So just a quick intro of what we do here. So it's all about, mostly about education and empowerment. So a lot of the time I've worked with people who have got their website built by some company and they need it tweaked, and they tell me they've paid like $500 for this tweak when I know for a fact it would have taken them 20 seconds to do it. So there are little things like that. It's about empowering people to actually do those basics on their own. Even like, I know building a website isn't necessarily what we call a basic, but it is actually quite easy once you know how to do it. And members of the academy are going to receive access to the instructions on how to build their own website if that's what they want. Like, obviously they can skip that section if they don't want it, but yeah, it's really just about helping people to understand that it's not just about the technical. There is also the energetic that needs to be incorporated into how you do business, and I'll cover more of that in a moment. So why we're here, well, why I'm here is because I've worked with a lot of people over the years, and especially lately, I've found that a lot of my clients are really struggling with the technical side of business, and even friends of mine as well. Like, for me, it's second nature, but it's not that way for everyone else. And I thought, well, I could probably bring these two together to help people to, they could come to me. If they need help with the energetic side, I've got that. If they need help with the technical side, I've got that as well. So and getting my clients on a call and stepping them through a process is a hell of a lot easier than, or better for them, I guess, than me doing it for them. So if I can teach them how to do it, they're empowered to do things themselves. So how you can benefit, obviously, is to first understand how having this energetic alignment will impact on your business success, but also knowing the practical steps to take. And it could be as far as learning how to update your website by yourself, things like that. That might be a practical step that will get you into alignment with your success. So what's coming up in the business side of things? We're quite new. This part of my business is quite new. I'm going to be putting out content as often as I can. I'm trying for 5 days a week. I've just got to make sure I'm not talking too long on my podcast episodes so as to not have time to edit them and get them up. So, but yeah, a lot of content coming up, mostly educational. I don't want to make it a salesy thing because that's just not me, and I'm not good at sales. So, and again, it's not that I'm not good at it. It's just that in my wiring, and this is having this understanding of how I am wired at the level of the soul, is quite powerful, because I know my strengths, I know my weaknesses, and I know where I need to get help from others in those areas. So yeah, so it's really cool to have that information. Okay, so what are the Akashic Records? They're basically a record of your soul, and everything, single thing from your thoughts, your emotions, your actions, and so much more is it's captured within the Akashic Records. It's like an energetic database. Some people see it as a library, like in the image here. But for the most part, it is just an energetic repository of all that is, basically. And even your business is on there. Or in there, I should say. How I access the business information for your through the Akashic Records will be very different to the way I access that of a human's. So everything is energy. And when we understand how energy governs the flow of money, whether that's business or otherwise, then we gain a deeper understanding of how business works. And If it doesn't matter what industry you're in either, it's more about how you're doing that business. That's most important. Because when you're doing it in a way that's not aligned with you, you do not create an abundant result. So what you will learn is how to align with your business to achieve that success. So here's what's involved in a business and Akashic Records reading thingy. First, you get a soul profile and realignment. Now, that's really important. That's because we need to make sure we understand who you are first, because if we don't have that understanding, it's going to be very hard to align you with the way you do business. And this do, I'm going to use the word do quite a lot here because it's the action that's most important here. I will also clear any blocks and restrictions within your Akashic Records as it relates to your business as well. It's like having me here, your destination or your goal over there, and I'm sweeping the path clear of all those blocks so that you can start walking down that path. We do an overall reading of your business. So we look at, your goals and the time frame for your goals and things like that as well, and just get an idea of whether they're probable or even possible. Sometimes you might have a goal that's been set in such a way, like you may be doing business completely wrong and you've got this goal. And if you stay doing the things the so-called wrong way or misaligned way, you're never going to get to that goal. So this first measure is about, okay, well, where are you now as, compared to what your actual goal is? And do we need to make some tweaks? And that's where we look at which areas of your business are in full alignment and which ones aren't. And even for my own business, when I first did this, a lot of the areas were in full alignment, but there were a couple that were way out that I needed to change. So we look at specific areas from your products and services. So are you offering a product or a service that's in a full alignment with you? We look at the marketing, the sales, the contributors. The contributors can be employees, it can be contractors, it can be you, it can be your partner or, your wife, your husband, friend who's a business partner, that sort of thing. And we also look at your business systems, and that's just to make sure that they are all congruent with the outcome that you desire. And then what we do, if there's anything that's out of alignment, we work out what's out of alignment necessarily, like specifically, and then we make some tweaks to get you back into alignment. And we can even look at new projects. You might have a joint venture you're thinking of going into, that sort of thing. And when we have this understanding of how you are wired, it will help us to determine how you structure that change. So the benefits of this type of reading, well, most importantly, you will get a lot of clarity about the best way to do your business. You might be approaching it in a way that's completely out of alignment at the moment. And when you understand how you fit into the equation with that business of yours and you make those changes, you will start to see some changes pretty quickly. You'll understand why your business isn't performing how you would like. And when you know why, you can do something about it, right? You'll learn where the tweaks need to be made without having to do a complete overhaul. So you might think, this is completely stuffed. I'm trying to keep my language clean, and like want to throw the baby out with the bathwater. But what if there's just one little thing? Maybe a system or a process you have in place just needs a little bit of a tweak. So instead of throwing everything out, it might be just that one little thing that makes all of the difference. So we save you a hell of a lot of time and effort there. And then you can make more positive decisions, business decisions, and know whether they're in alignment before you actually make them, which is kind of handy, don't you think? So that's basically the Akashic Records reading for business in a nutshell. If you are interested in the energetic element or aspect of business and you want to learn a little bit more, head over to energeticsofbusinesshub.com/cab, and you can see that at the bottom of the slide there. And come on over, have a look. That's a freebie, so you've got nothing to lose except maybe a bit of time and space on your laptop or phone or whatever. But yeah, look forward to chatting to you again tomorrow.